Which one?
Oh,
Recording is on.
This,
What you can say it just so everybody can hear it.
okay. So this woman, this white girl was laying with her boyfriend. She gets a phone call from her ex. So while boyfriend was laying in the bed, she takes the drive out to her ex, fucks her in the car. He cream pies into her, and then she comes back home, comes back into the bed with her boyfriend still laying in there. Boyfriend wakes up, eats the girl out, while she still have the cum of the ex-boyfriend that's inside her. So he's basically eating out the cum that's from the ex-boyfriend.
and that's that.
And the Lord wept.
And the letter for today.
I'm sorry. It's horrible.
Yo,
It's
God will
absolutely
kill everybody.
horrifying.
He's like, this is
That
not
Bro, that is absolutely horrifying, but that is some funny shit.
That's what I said. Yo,
Let me guess. He's the type that trusts his girlfriend to a T. She can do no wrong. Because I can't see how you were sleeping and she didn't look like she was outside at any time point. Like, you can't be that deep of a sleeper.
I just,
Done.
bro, there's just some stories I hear, and I'm just like, I think, I think Jesus done left this. He said, I'm not coming back. He said, y'all niggas is crazy.
Nah, for real. Y'all niggas are crazy.
Y'all niggas
That's nasty.
Nailed for this shit. Nah.
When she got home,
she jumped straight into, I was like, so you jumped straight into bed. You didn't even like have the audacity to wash yourself or like clean yourself up after. You just go straight into bed. And the fact that your man eat out and he doesn't even know that you done fucked another nigga.
He doesn't know her smell. That means he fucking around too. How you don't know your woman's smell?
Bro. Kevin Gates said something funny. He said if a girl pH balance is off, he's like, he said he'll take his finger, twirl around, and put it on her nose. It's like, bitch, you don't smell yourself. It's just like Nick Cannon said like 80% of the women don't know that they have an odor or a smell and some shit like that.
He said they smell bad, right?
80% of women is like they don't know that they smell bad or something like that, or they don't know that they have a smell. Now,
no, them hoes lying.
Look, I'm not a woman. I just want to know if that's true or not. I don't.
It's not true, and Nick Cannon is a simp. I'm gonna say it because how you really come up with that fucking lie? How you think that the women don't know that they have a smell?
The funny thing is, the three girls was like, "Oh, I know what my pussy smell like. You know, my pussy clean." It's like
every woman knows her pussy scent. If a woman's like, I don't know if I don't know what to wash myself. Oh, I smell down there. Is it hot? If they asking you that, no. Well, Laterro, you know. Girl,
when you said that, girl started laughing. That whole know she know it's hot. She was like, "Does it? Bitch, it's hot down there. It's just hot. don't." Then you're down there all of a sudden. You're like, no, but you should have went showered. That's it. Just go shower. Whatever you've been doing all day, and then you finally got this phone call. Or whatever the situation was, y'all been hanging out all day, and then you finally like, oh, we doing it, and your body hot. You stink. Go shower. You just hot.
come on, it's all that thickness down there. You're telling me you could sweat under your boobs, you could sweat under your arms. You telling me you don't sweat between your thighs? Lies.
But you can smell if you musty, but you can't smell that, girl.
The lies. And these simps, you know.
And he a damn a fool, because that means 80% of the girls he be smashing be stinking. And
that's exactly what he's saying. Because I'ma shut up.
Hey man, they don't call that man Dick
He's
Cannon.
like, oh, 8% don't know they smell that. No, they knew. They wasn't ready for you after they probably was still running hot.
They got all them Eves and perfumes and stuff because they don't stink. That's what they're saying.
Bruh.
Or they eating pineapple all day from morning to night because they knew your disappointment was coming up. Girl.
Listen, what I think men should ask when they get very comfortable with a woman is to ask them, "Oh, what you use down there? I'm kind of curious." And if they say just soap and water, and you're like, "Well, you as a guy, you got to be like, oh, let's take a shower together, just so you can see how she wash her fucking pussy. Cause if she don't spread them lips, you fucked."
That's actually not a bad idea.
If she using soap bar down, you screwed.
And if she's using too much Eve, that's gonna fuck her up too. It's something called water and vinegar, and she's supposed to sit in the tub for a few minutes.
It's about to snap that pussy back. Every time I hear that, I hit the mic up. Shit.
Let me tell you, I was in high school. There was some girl. This is how you know I was just dumb in high school for real. Some girl was like, "Oh, if you want to get an abortion, just put, I guess, vinegar or whatever down there or something like that, and that's how they get abortion." And I was like, "Oh, but that's crazy." I was in a predominantly black high school coming towards my 11th and 12th grade year, and all them bitches was pregnant, and I was in disbelief.
That's not
That
funny.
sound like
Me coming from
dumb
an
as shit.
all white high school in the beginning years, and then going to all black and seeing the 70, like it felt like 25% of school was females that was pregnant. I was just like, wow.
Oh, they all fucking.
Y'all don't
Because
feel a little bit shame being in class? Like, wasn't there pregnancy schools like for all pregnant bitches? Like y'all
bro,
just sitting in regular class with big bellies.
Yeah,
I,
they have.
I low key had classes like that too. I had a class where one of my classmates was pregnant right there.
You make it sound like you're about to give birth.
We were just, and it's funny because we thought absolutely nothing of it. Life just went on. It's just there's a pregnant girl in my classroom. Oh well.
I was in disbelief when I walked into a black, like, I haven't been in a black school for a long time. So from middle school was the last time I was in an all black school. And then going to my 11th, 12th year, I go back into an all black school. And to just see so much pregnant people, I was like, y'all not ashamed? Y'all not nervous? Y'all not like,
That's
oh,
what
I
I'm
need to
saying,
leave this school and go to a pregnant school with regular pregnant people? So
bro.
like my
That's what I'm
friends
saying.
don't know I'm pregnant. Like, people don't know I'm pregnant.
My conscience wouldn't allow it. I couldn't do that. Mm-mm. I couldn't be out there like, bro. You in high school? You got that kid? Like what?
And they be the same ones telling you don't have a kid, don't be like me. But you be looking mad happy playing with your little one. Like you are not helping. You are not enforcing this. But anyway, I knew why I could not officially get pregnant in high school, even if I was madly in love, because I know women or girls, they'd be like, "Oh, you're pregnant," and they want to touch my stomach. I was very volatile. Like, don't touch me.
And then talk so much shit about you in the back.
Exactly.
The other people look at her. She walking around with this big belly, foot swollen.
Honestly,
She barely staying up in class. I don't even know why she's still here. She need to be working.
No.
Why she here? Why we all gotta look at her? Nobody want to be like her. And then next thing you know, they might accidentally get pregnant too, looking just like her.
honestly, that's why I stayed a virgin through high school. By like winter, is like all the girls I had crush on, they was cool. But like by spring, all of a sudden, I just saw nothing but bellies. I was like, you know what?
Yep.
Ain't worth it.
I fell in love hard, so I knew my ass was gonna get pregnant. I knew it. I just
Boy,
knew.
you couldn't ask me to have sex in high school. I was just, pregnant? Who? I felt like if I did it one time in high school, it was instantly. I was just.
I could see you in biology class when we had to learn about the birds and the bees in high school, and it was talking about reproductive system. I could only imagine how your face looked.
Girl, everything. I'm telling you, anytime I learned about sex ed in school, that completely took me out. I was like, "Yep, I'm out of there. You can't catch me."
Mm. You're like, I don't need to.
Cool.
I ain't having sex. Fuck all that.
If a guy would talk to me too long, then nigga trying to fuck. It ain't happening. Oop.
Mm.
It was the instant first thought. This nigga just want to fuck. Nope, I'm not about to be with them pregnant hoes. And they had so many baby mamas. I was just like, dang. And girls was like, it wasn't like one baby. Some of them was already on like two or three. And I'm like, dog,
Damn.
Couple of
when
them,
you gonna
like they
graduate?
were skinny, but they was gaining weight because they was on birth control patches and some shit like that. It was just like, who's
Yeah.
telling these women to have sex? It's just like, how is just like,
It's the hormones telling them to have sex.
I had one friend, she was running out bad, and I was like, wow. One girl, she came to school, that's when she started sucking dick. And she was like telling all us about this. I was like,
damn, you just come to school sucking dick? God damn.
man, she was like, that's the best feeling in the world. I'm in like the 10th grade. We in class and she over here telling us her ex. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
Look
she
at
was meant to be a hoe.
oh,
She
She
was
just
I was in shock.
right.
that's her life. I hate to be like that nigga, but she was a lifelong dream was to be a hoe.
I
I
didn't
think she
at 10th grade, I didn't even know sucking dick was a thing. So when she walked in the door just freely talking about it, she's like, I like doing that better than sex. I was like, girl, damn.
So let me get this straight. Girl. Was she talking about it mad loud?
Oh boy, she was excited.
Yeah, because she was
She felt like she was a professional. She was Superhead 1.00. She was the original.
right. Now
oh
where
yeah.
now?
She was recruiting at this point.
No, that's why she was talking about it mad loud. How you gonna recruit if niggas don't know?
I
Damn,
was
who the fuck was your friend? Tiana Trump? God damn.
I think she was just she had
Wow.
low self-esteem. I was just
Wow.
Yo, she's
No, because okay, so material I can relate because it was girls that would be sucking a dick on the staircase, and those were the ones that had the need to come to the quietest gothic girl and start talking shit. Like, no, I'm not gonna join in on you with these conversations, but I did notice the guys in the class they would be looking at me all intrigued, like I'm part of this shit too, and I was like, you know what? I gotta go to the bathroom.
hey yo, who your friend?
Right.
That's
So I noticed that girls like that would come to the prettiest girl in the class and start talking on mad loud. Like, bitch, you never talked before, but now you want to talk about dick and sucking pussy and all this shit. You using me. Because now you got the niggas like, okay, well, she's part of it too. You can get her on too. So that was a gimmick. Tell me I'm lying, material. Tell
exactly.
me I'm
I
fucking
was definitely birds of the feathers don't flock together. I was not one of them. Them
lying.
niggas, I don't care what y'all used to say. I was stuck up. I think I'm better than them. I don't care. I am not one of y'all. Don't put me in the same flock. I'm fine solo. I don't care how many of my whole friends was around me. I am not one of them
Mm.
at all. You ain't coming to my house. You don't know where I live. You can't get my number. I see you in school.
I had to learn fast not to hang with those girls because those guys would get so angry that I wasn't like the girls that just happened to fucking talk to me during class. No other fucking time when I'm
And really, they don't even know where I live. Like, why do I think we the same?
hey yo, B, let me ask you a question. How many people was flirting with you through A school?
Them niggas was horny. That was it.
You know what's sad? It was like one of the niggas I knew because I hung around him a lot, but
hmm It's they. I felt like it was a bet going around. That's at one point I was like, yo, yeah, there's got to be a bet going around because it's too many of these niggas that's homies just all trying to come at me. It got to be a bet. Them niggas trying to see who gonna be the first one to smash. Think if I didn't do it for 18 years, you think I'm gonna go to A school after my A school? Like my RDC told me y'all niggas don't clean your ass and y'all fucking girls in the dumps trucks and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, y'all not catching me.
mm.
Oh yeah, some of them girls was wild.
Yeah, she was like, oh, there was a girl who was caught on the other side. She was fucking in the trash. I was like, oh.
That's right.
I was like, that's how they're moving over there? Oh, hell
Oh
no.
yeah, they had no shame.
I was, I was, I was like, nah. And then half the girls in my damn barracks was smashing in the laundry room. They was smashing in there. I was like, these niggas would be flirting with other girls right in front of me. I'm like, yo, I know you fucking this hoe. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Mm.
I didn't trust none of them. But I keep keying all day long. Who not gonna go to the club and dance?
Mm.
Shit, especially since that was the only club that was open because people ain't
Is
want to go to Chicago.
you can the military man, you couldn't put nothing past them. After you go through A school and see how they act, you just like at this point you gotta know.
But yeah, a lot of people like they literally had no goddamn sense. They was just doing whatever.
And no one was trustworthy. If you found a very few that was trustworthy, it was so small. Like you'd be paranoid the whole time. But if you're a hoe, you gonna want to be with them because them niggas they'll smooth talk you. I mean, legit smooth talk you out the damn draws.
Mm.
Especially the uh the the people that already been on the ship and they just came back because they wanted a new job and shit. Those are the dudes that was getting all the women because all they had to do is just tell some story about the ship and shit. And women it's like, oh, what's it like? What's it like? Them niggas got all the hoes. It did not.
I see your face while they're telling the story, and then you're looking at the bitches that's like so impressed. Like I need that to be zoomed in because I could only imagine what you look like.
Oh, they was impressed.
Story.
They was giving it out.
I was in an all male
They
barracks, so I didn't have to go through this. But most of the people I knew, they was like, yeah, them girl. It's like people I knew from other ships. It's like, especially like the North Carolina. It's like, oh yeah, them hoes is wild.
No, the all male barracks was the worst because every man in the all male, the mixed barracks is one thing, but I feel like in the all male barracks, y'all was really out there living life.
Because we didn't have no women in the barracks.
Nah, y'all was sneaking them girls in. All them hoes lived in the all male barracks. The biggest ones was up in there. I was like,
Yeah, because we didn't have no. I'm not gonna lie. I think you because I stayed for Christmas break, and what I tell you, like every dude that was from the Essex that was in that all male barracks was talking to a girl. We like every one of us had like at least one or two girls we was just talking to during that
mm?
break because they didn't know us. It's like shit. They about to know us now. Niggas
Yeah,
had no shit.
none at boy. You was legit. That was your first boo right there. Most of them got married out of A school, right after A school. It was married.
Oh man, I knew a couple of them. You remember this girl named Nope? She was like a Filipino girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she married one of the. I think she married. He was a second class that came back or some shit like that. But that nigga,
Yeah.
that nigga was a piece of shit.
It was a little light. No, it was a
He
little.
was a pretty girl too.
There was a. Ooh, it was bad. One thing I will say, you start to look at the military members real different at the A school.
Oh yeah. And then he was like, "Yo, what happened? What happened with you and so and so?" It's like, uh, it's always the same shit. It's like, oh, this person cheated on me as soon as like they hit the ship or some shit like that. It was just like it didn't last. It was like a lot of dudes was telling me it was like, oh, we about to get married as soon as we leave A school and shit. I was telling them, don't do it. Just don't do it.
No, they wasn't gonna last because A school is one thing. If you think you was having a ball in A school, you was having a ball on the ship, a bigger one. You had more numbers.
Oh my god! Especially during the them underways, and then when you like see ships company, so it's just like women you don't see often.
Yeah, it was given very much ghetto, and these girls was eating it up to the death of them.
Oh yeah, it was like you could tell someone who never had attention before because as soon as somebody was giving them attention, everybody act like they was the baddest bitches.
Imagine you log onto your email account, the one that you didn't even know was connected yet, and you already had 6 emails waiting for you. Like, how? How you found me before I knew this existed?
Niggas did
And
not.
then you want to give me a world tour. Like, I ain't got no people I work with that can show me around. Oh, I can show you around. Where you want to show me? Which family room you want to show me? What secret sex spot you want to show me?
I'm glad I didn't sign up for the military because I know me, and I would be on the news.
The ones who came in at least with some strong guidance, they was okay. But if you never had attention at the magnitude there, they were struggling real bad. They went from being, housewives, and then they joined to being full thoughts. And I was like, damn, they done turned you out.
Couple
You
of
done 6 boyfriends.
my favorite was the ones that come in straight, then they leave lesbian.
Oh, it was a lot of them.
It was a lot of. It was like at the beginning, it was like 3 lesbians I knew, and then like by the end of the deployment, it was like a whole table full of lesbians. I said, I know all these people did not just get turned out like that, and
It was a trend.
Man, they get to being in that damn burden by themselves. Next thing you know, they done turned themselves out. And I was like, and then be pregnant. Like when you see them later, I'm like, oh, I thought you was, dick no more. How you got baby right now?
fucked around, got your boy pregnant. I knew a couple of them.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it was a couple of them fuck around, got your boy pregnant ones. I said, oh shit. It's like,
The studs.
and some of them was studs. I was like, yo, what?
Confused. And then they had the audacity to say, well, I wanted to have no. I was about to say, no, nigga, no. You lying. You didn't want that. You just got caught.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, this person pregnant. I said, by who? It was like,
I did, yeah. Goodbye. You didn't even know what IVF was. You didn't even know what goodbye. You got caught.
That's how I knew the world is a big ass place when I started seeing shit like that. I'm like, you know what?
Man, one of the funniest stories, like my homegirl told me, yo, you heard about so and so? Yo, she went to medical, asked for a plan B. I'm like, but we are on deployment.
I remember that one. I remember. I was like, this whole dumb. Or the one that had the vibrator inside of her.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, there was another train, and she was in my division, and like the deployment before, she got caught fucking in a porta potty and was recorded fucking in a porta potty.
I remember that.
Of all places, a porta potty.
Dog.
Washing your pussy with a sock. Are you?
Oh my god.
Okay, yo, this is some real shit.
We was on deployment. That's all we had to use for the bathrooms.
When you have nowhere to go, you find some creative ways to go find some way to fuck.
And they was drunk. It was, child, I was in disbelief. It was disgusting when you heard about it initially, but then it's still disgusting. But it was just like, damn, y'all niggas is that, like, y'all really wanted that. At this point, y'all should have just stood outside, but they didn't want to get caught. But it was just even worse. Like, I would have rather been caught outside than to be caught in the porta potty, because they still got caught.
That's where my mind is at. It ain't nothing wrong. If you go and you fucking, or you just feeling a certain way and you don't know if you're gonna die the next, okay, fine, do what you gotta do. But the porta potty, there was in a forest or something.
What was this? I think it was in 3, so it was not that much. unless you was like going to a hotel, which was prohibited, unless you was like had an overnight shit.
I'd rather be caught outside in the dark. It is what it is. Cause we ain't fucking in no porta potty. I don't care. That's the same as fucking washing your pussy with a dirty ass sock.
Look,
What if
I'm gonna just say this: the ship with. I'm sorry to cut you off, but the ship that me and B was on, size of 3 football fields. You mean to tell me you just can't go to one hiding spot and just get your rocks off?
And
if you're gonna risk it, but don't risk it. And like how now you have to tell your grandkids, somebody else's kid, everybody now know your story because you're gonna go on restriction. And the story is you had sex in the porta potty.
Yeah, you conceived in a porta potty, Jimmy.
And that shit was stank. And I know it had to be stanking because we've been using that all day. By the time he was doing it, it was nighttime.
Yep.
Whoa.
Like extreme nighttime. And there was space and opportunities to do it anywhere else.
And
even in the darkest space.
Cleaner spots too. Like,
people don't shit it in there, threw up in there. Thing was stinking. Pussy probably was hot too because she been out all day.
She's exposed. Can you imagine if she trips and her thing touches the toilet seat?
Wow.
It probably did. He probably was sitting on the toilet seat.
I'm saying. I could understand a guy.
Disgusting.
Girl.
It was when we heard the story, because they had to go to restriction and stuff, I was in disbelief.
Did they get kicked out or did they just have restrictions?
No, you ain't get kicked out for having that.
Oh, here's the worst part. They used to put the restrictions of whatever the person did. Like there was a channel, it's just like why this person got on restriction. So you knew. The whole ship knew.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
There was one girl, and I felt sorry for her because she was like, she was a TAD, temporarily assigned duty to like laundromat, and I guess someone like came at her the wrong way, and she was like, "Who the fuck you talking to?" And they sent her the mask, and then next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, what she do?" I said, "It's on the news." It's just like,
and then all their picture used to be right when you walk in the door, like right when you walk onto the ship. All of the restriction pictures was there, so you knew everyone who was on it. So now all you gotta do is try and guess this person might have been that person. You know, eventually you're gonna find out because people start to talk, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, you know that girl," and then so you go up to the front to go look at the picture. Oh, okay, that's the girl they must be talking about.
Yeah.
And people don't be talking. They may be talking just in the lunchroom, just freely talking about some shit. Like, oh, this girl in our shop did this. She on restriction now, and you overhear it because them niggas is loud.
And that's why I kept my fucking damn relationship under wraps.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see why.
It's like
because if they knew you was in a relationship, if they caught you in, like y'all could have been working together, like legit be working. And y'all just put the equipment down, and somebody come down there. Instantly, y'all must have been doing something. They might have been kissing, fucking, and then now because y'all sweating, so they think y'all just put y'all clothes back on, or y'all clothes was hanging off from the side. Y'all must have just zipped it. It was like, nigga, I'm really legit working right now.
Oh yeah, especially if they don't like you. Give them a reason.
Yeah, I could see why you had your stuff under wraps, because that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I ain't trust nobody, even except for obviously for the people that was like I was really cool with. But other than that, it's like by the time like people knew about my relationship, we broke up. So I was just like, and they was like, "Oh, I didn't know you went out with such and such." I said, "Yeah, I kept that shit under wraps." I said, "I don't trust nobody."
Sounds like a blast.
Okay. All right. So, on that note, I would like to thank the panel for jumping on the podcast once again. I would like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again, especially some of the military stories. This is You Know What? Let Me Just Say podcast, and we're signing out. Peace.
Peace.
Cheers.
Bye.